Top 10 countries you probably didn't know exist. Number 10, the Kingdom of Kabatu. Let's get started with the micronation that's partially located in Poland. According to their official website, the Kingdom of Kabatu is one of the world's most notorious micronations, claiming territory in Poland, Canada, and Croatia. Just to clarify, a micronation is a limited unit that declares independence and occupies a small but not internationally recognized territory. And the Kingdom of Kabatu is a monarch ruled by King Mieszko Markowski. One of the area's states is a royal property near the Polish city of Radom. One of the local authorities claim, "We don't know what's more absurd about this situation. The fact that a country was founded under the patronage of one of our local cities, the fact that its founder is applying to join NATO, or the fact that the Polish president did not object to this whole initiative." Number 9, Sealand. Sealand is also an example of a micronation, but this one is well known as the smallest country on Earth, built on an abandoned World War II anti-aircraft platform in the North Sea. Back in 1967, a retired soldier named Roy Bates ascended the platform with his family and declared independence. A year after the proclamation of independence, Great Britain sent their military to reclaim the coveted platform, but Bates fired a warning shot and ended up being arrested. However, he managed to convince the judge that it was his own nation and that British law did not apply to Sealand. And then Bates was released and the Principality of Sealand lived on, with its own passports, constitution, citizenship law, and national anthem. Number 8, Chin. Another controversial country on our list is Chin, or Chinland, or the State of Chin, which is an international organization, something the equivalent of the United Nations, except its goal is to bring together countries that are fully unrecognized internationally. Chin is located in Southeast Asia, on the border of China, Bangladesh, India, and Burma. The state hoped to no avail for independence back in 1948, after the British withdrew from the region. With its 600,000 residents, many of whom are unaware that they even live in the Mecca of Chinland, have no army, and go unrepresented in the real United Nations. The democracy of Chin leaves much to be desired. Number 7, the Republic of Lakota. The proposed state, as defined by Wikipedia, is found within the USA in parts of North Dakota, South Dakota, Nebraska, Wyoming, and Montana. Its size is comparable to that of Syria and is inhabited by Native Americans who back in December of 2007 accused local authorities of violating a treaty from 1868 and declared independence shortly thereafter. However, the tribal leaders disassociated themselves from the new nation state in 2012, and now the republic stands vacant. Number 6, St. Kitts and Nevis. This small island in the Caribbean Sea became famous a year ago when one European Ministry of Foreign Affairs claimed they were having talks with the non-existent state of St. Escobar, aka St. Kitts and Nevis. All the confusion was caused by the Spanish name of the country and its connection with Pablo Escobar. St. Kitts and Nevis has a population of 50,000, and the head of this constitutional monarchy is Queen Elizabeth II. Both British and French influences can be found in the architecture of the country, as these islands have often changed their colonial rulers. This beautiful area is great for a tourist destination because when you're there, you can find unique animal species like monkeys brought in by pirates. Yep, there you have it. There's always a catch. Number 5, the Conch Republic. And now we return to the USA, where the beautifully named Conch Republic was created as a reaction by the inhabitants of the Florida Keys, where the U.S. Border Guard operates. Back in '82, the Border Guard blocked the interstate highway to closely monitor each vehicle headed for the island, with the hopes of reducing the flow of illegal immigrants. In turn, this significantly reduced tourist traffic to the Florida Keys. Therefore, the inhabitants declared war with the United States in a somewhat humorous campaign. After a while, they surrendered, but demanded reparations be paid in the amount of $1 billion. Today, gadgets connected with this history and attractive souvenirs can be purchased from the Conch Republic online. Number 4, the Democratic Republic of East Timor. Popularly known as East Timor, this country occupies part of the island of Timor lying in the Timor Sea, north of Australia and east of South Indonesia. The country was a Portuguese colony until 1975 and later became part of Indonesia, only gaining full independence in 2002, making East Timor the first independent country to do so in the 21st century. It is one of only 2 Catholic countries in Asia, and the political situation is not very stable, with UN troops being stationed for several years after independence. There were also riots which resulted in over 100,000 people who were forced to immigrate, and in 2008, the president was shot dead. Number 3, Nauru. Nauru is the smallest internationally recognized republic in the world, both in terms of size and population, consisting of less than 10,000 people. In 2011, the country was only visited by 200 tourists, which is not surprising when you consider that there are only 2 hotels available. On the 31st of January, Nauru celebrates its 50th anniversary of gaining independence. Number 2, Khazarian Khaganate. This is the only historic country on our list. Khazaria was founded by the nomadic people of Khazarius in 650 AD. It wasn't an ordinary country, but a great empire stretching over a vast distance between the northern Caucasus, Crimea, the Caspian Sea, and the Black Sea. These areas all crossed important trade routes between Russia and Europe, hence Khazaria was extremely rich. Interestingly, there was a great deal of religious tolerance and multiculturalism within. Islam, Christianity, and Judaism all coexisted. Khazarian Khaganate was crushed in the 10th century by Kiev's Kanayevstagnisov, however you say it. Number 1, the Order of Malta, whose full name is the Sovereign Military Hospitaller Order of St. John and Jerusalem of Rhodes and Malta. Officially, the Order of Malta is a sovereign entity under international law, with ambassadors in 103 countries and a permanent presence at the United Nations. And in spite of all that, the country has no territory. You see, in 1798, when Napoleon conquered the nation and took over its territory, members escaped to Italy, where like-minded Catholics recognized the order, as it still does to this very day. At present, the order consists of approximately 10,000 members. It issues its own postage stamps, currency, and car registration plates. That's it for today's episode of Exit 10. Make sure you binge watch all of our videos, subscribe, smash the bell, leave us a comment, and I'll see you next week.